Hey guys, Liam Catterson here. We're on episode number 22 of season 2 for My Hero Academia, which is called Yaoyorozu Rising. It's kind of like Metal Gear Rising. I was going to showcase it. The best game ever made, Metal Gear Rising. And I will not take any other video game to exception because that's my favourite video game of all time. No, in all seriousness, I'm looking forward to this because I did say in the last episode that I would love to have a bit more focus on Momo. I do feel like she's a character with a lot of great insight and a character that is very, very interesting, but I feel like there's not much in terms of her development, and hopefully it seems like in the last episode and this episode, if the title is any indication, we are going to see a bit of development for Momo, because considering the fact that she did help out those who weren't doing too good in terms of their midterms results, and everyone was looking up to her, as well as the fact that she came first in the midterms, if I recall. Not just that though, but like I said, the title of this episode, yeah. But I'm looking forward to seeing how things do go. It only does make sense that Momo does get a bit of development with everything in consideration. And I feel like it is a bit of a missed opportunity if we don't develop her character. Because like I said, I think she's a very, very interesting character. Who provides a lot of great insight. It's not like she's flawed in any whenever she gives off her opinion. It's not like she creates an ignorant opinion or something that's laughable. It's very insightful, and it makes you just become so I don't know, for me it makes you become so much more intrigued in her character, and you want to know a bit more about Momo. So I'm glad that we look to be getting that opportunity because I feel like she does deserve it. Yeah, the finals are underway in terms of the examinations. Everyone's going to get new rankings and Bakugo's determined. It's kind of similar to the sports festival. We're going to be having people facing off against respectable characters, I guess, in terms of matches and all of that, with the students facing off against the teachers, and Bakugo and Deku being paired together to face All Might, which I'm really going to be excited to see how that comes around. We're probably not going to see that until a few more episodes, but we're probably going to get a bit more of an insight into Bakugo's determination not to get another fluke victory, considering he's still a bit, and understandably so, I guess, for Bakugo's sake, because he wants to show that he's the best without anyone, without the opposing force like Todoroki, which is why he also lectured him in the last episode, because what happened at the UA Sports Festival is not going to rest easy. But yeah, like I said, with Bakugo's character and his determination, he's not one to, he wants his opposition to bring out the best in them, as well as the fact that Deku has copied similar movements to Bakugo's, which is not gonna go down well, is it? Like, in terms of Bakugo's attitude. I mean, he did say whatever happened to Deku over the course of the whole internship situation, actually he was actually joyful about it. I'm just remembering what my friend Alex was saying, because I think I'm a bit ahead of him now, and he was like saying, have Deku and Bakugo got together, and I'm like, yes, basically, yes. Well, they are together in a sense, aren't they? So yeah, not encouraging the shit memes whatsoever, because yeah, I'm more for Uraraka and Deku always, and that's never gonna change, is it? But yeah, I'm really gonna be excited to see what happened, or what does go down in terms of the rest of the matches as well, considering we were left off with that scary individual. I mean, is he even qualified to be a pro at UA, considering he's kind of intimidating, isn't he? No, in all seriousness, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how Tokoyami does handle, because I think, like, I still have a feeling that his quirk might be able to give him an advantage against that guy who can duplicate himself, it seems. But we'll just have to wait and see. I'm really looking forward to seeing what does go down elsewhere. But yeah, with that said, the full reaction is on Patreon. I'm looking forward to seeing how the rest of the matches go down. I expect we'll get through a few more matches, because I do expect All Might and Bakugo, and well, it would be a bit of a shame if the Bakugo Deku versus All Might match was going to be a bit of a lackluster, considering, well, A, this is Deku against All Might, so that's going to be interesting, and B, it's featuring 3 big characters who we have adjusted to and we, I guess, appreciate, depending on how you still feel about Bakugo. For me, I personally have grown to him. I don't know why, but I have grown to him so much since Season 1, and like I said, it would be a bit of a missed opportunity if we didn't fully focus on, like, have a big, mighty focus on those 3 characters, similar to Todoroki, I guess, and Momo, because like I said, I want a bit more development on her, so maybe we'll get to see that with Momo and Todoroki, potentially, considering Todoroki's been a bit of a big draw this season as well. But yeah, with that said, full reactions on Patreon, looking forward to this. This is episode number 22 of Season 2 for My Hero Academia. Let's go.
Asui, your turn!
Teamwork. Interesting teamwork.
Glad we made a plan beforehand.
Yes.
Nice!
An escape only the...
Real heroes need to be able to communicate with anyone.
Yeah, communication's important. Try telling that in the real world as well.
And how each student is supposed to be facing their weaknesses.
That's right.
Okay, so what did Tokoyami and Asui have to work on? I'm having trouble seeing how Mr.
I mean, they're both
Ectoplasm's
animal
is a bad matchup
abilities.
Oh,
The bird
well,
and
it's not
the
good
frog.
for Tokoyami.
Produce 30 at one time. So apparently
Wow.
after about a second or third song at karaoke, that number goes up to 36.
Wow. I think one's bad enough. It's gonna take a strain on his shadow quirk. I thought they were in the light area.
Giant fight detention. I can't put out more clothes now. As long as I have you captured, this one is all I need.
Holy shit! So he can control his mass, the mass of the clone as well. Holy shit!
Only I can get
Hey, Dark Shadow once said violence solves nothing, so stop.
Chance against a real pro.
But if he can reach him, we have a chance. Call Dark Shadow back. I have something for you to give him.
Asui, what do you mean?
Please. Don't watch me. Mr. Ectoplasm will notice. And besides, it's really gross to see.
Yeah, she's gonna. Yeah.
Keep this up those high
Frog-like
little
things.
bird.
The only way we could win if he managed to capture us somehow. So I swallowed the cuffs. My quirk lets me take things in and out of my stomach.
Ooh.
Oh, they leg
Nice.
cuffed him.
Then they passed! They figured out a way to do it!
Nice.
Shadow and Frog together, what a great team!
They're so smart.
Smart,
Team Asui and Tokoyami.
smart stuff from Sue. Awesome. Good on Sue.
That was wonderfully clever. I must commend you both.
Power Loader will attack next.
We can still make it. As long as
Like
we work
the
together.
Underminder or something.
All right.
Fusion!
I can only imagine how stupid we look right now.
Would you rather be running this normal human speed?
Extend!
Oh shit!
Got you!
Nice thinking, nice thinking! Cause they only need cause only one needs to go through.
Ida and Ojiro have passed the final.
Launch him, nice.
One man.
And a noble sacrifice.
Kind of a risky move, but it put a quick end to the match.
You're so cool!
Also, I'm completely stuck.
Ow.
Well, sometimes at least. It's our turn now. Let's go.
It's a noble sacrifice, Ide.
Yaoyorozu. Come on, hurry up and start making things.
Come on, Momo.
Sure. No problem.
She's a bit worried.
I guess those work okay, but what are they?
Oh, these things, they're just Russian nesting dolls.
Yeah, but
Right.
not small
Let me know
balls
if you
or
notice your quirk acting strangely at all.
pieces of paper. Okay, whatever works.
Anything that stands out. During the cavalry
So
battle, I just
time to
followed
develop,
your
Momo.
orders. And then when it was my turn to fight, I failed before I could do anything.
You still got time.
Yaoyorozu,
And plus
you're
you're
not making those
insightful.
dolls. He's coming.
I'm sorry.
If you know I'm here,
Ah,
you should be
shit.
acting. I would suggest that you prioritize evasion, since I've taken your power from you. Yaoyorozu! Go! Nothing. I can burn or freeze these restraints in an instant. Do whatever you want. Just be careful where you land.
Oh, you sly bastard!
This is your strategy? You're pretending to be some kind of ninja?
This is very different from when you faced the hero killer. I know about your quirks and what you can do.
Where am I running to? Can I do this? Or am I?
I can see her worried. Oh man. I can see her worried, like she doesn't want to be a letdown again.
Confidence after the sports festival.
Mr. Aizawa, does that mean Todoroki's been...
I hope Todoroki's able to get out somehow without...
Let's see which of us is strong.
I don't have a chance against my own teacher. What?
Do.
My quirk's not erased.
I'm saying that you're the one who's better at this kind of stuff, not me. When we were voting for
Give her
class
that
rep,
confidence,
you had
let's
2
go.
votes, remember? One of those votes was mine. Because I thought you would be best at leading our class.
Okay, that's it. Come on, Todoroki.
I'm pathetic.
No, you're not.
Maybe.
Giving up?
Not yet.
Oh shit.
Todoroki, close your eyes.
Oh.
Please.
Oh, disguise. That's why she created the...
Grenades.
You're right. I have an idea.
I can't use my quirk for as long, and I have to rest more in between erasures.
Oh
She
shit.
chose her attack because she noticed that. She's pretty smart.
Yaoyorozu, fire!
That over-reliance, I guess.
Todoroki, we have to hide together. Since he was injured,
Keep him
his quirk
going.
has become unstable. A brief interval when Mr. Aizawa blinks before he can use his quirk again.
There we go. That brief interval.
Counting on you in that moment to attack, like you did at the sports festival.
Woo!
Giant ice
Nice. Get over that
Biggest
one.
move. They were waiting for this. They took advantage of their opponent. Hit me where it hurts.
Yep.
I blocked him with...
I believe this has the highest chance of success, or at least
Ah,
it's
the good
better
old
than trying to
catapult.
run. We'll only get one chance. So is this all right with you?
Yeah,
That
no
faith.
complaints here.
Awesome. And this is why you picked her.
Behind me. It'll be better to watch the approach from here than to try and chase them. But they're at a disadvantage too. The upper halves were just mannequins.
Nice.
Just have to launch it.
Oh shit. Come on, Momo. Come on.
It's a diversion.
Todoroki, blast your flames now!
Nice
Not
plan.
aiming for me.
Nitinol alloy. When heated, it returns to its original shape in an instant.
Oh
It's a metal with
shit.
shape memory.
They basically screwed him.
Isn't that
Wow. Go Momo. Awesome.
Exactly according to your... In doing so, it looks like I ended up playing right into your hands.
It really was just a matter of timing, like you said. Huh. Thanks, teammate.
That was awesome. Good on Momo. Oh my
What's
god.
wrong? Do you feel sick?
No, it's nothing really.
She needs a hug.
If you feel nauseous...
Not great at combat, but I am excellent at capturing.
Yep.
It looks like escaping.
That sucks about black holes.
Quirk is next to impossible.
They need a plan to break free.
I guess
they're
you
in
could
a
say
limited-
this work really sucks, doesn't it?
Oh come on, I came up with that first.
This isn't good. We're trapped. Gotta figure out.
Oh, poor Uraraka. Why did you have to get teamed with him?
What would Deku do at a time like this?
about Izuku Midoriya? Ah, how sweet.
Oh my god, Yuka ships it.
Because you like him, like him, like him, like him.
Oh, well, that's what I wanted at the end of the day. A bit of showcasing for Momo, which was awesome. Because I've always said it from when we got a bit of her. I think it was in episode 8, wasn't it? But I always said that I wanted a bit more development on Momo as a character, like recently, and I've always come to appreciate what she's shown in terms of her creation quirk and her intelligence. So she's always been a fascinating character, and I think recently it's come to the point, especially since we've been developing characters, that Momo was a character that I was so interested on in terms of development. Like, I wanted her to be a bit more developed. And in this episode, and I think if you take in the last episode into consideration, that basically happened, considering the fact that we've seen how damaged she became after feeling that she proved, that she showed nothing in the finals, because we know how broken she was when Tokuyami defeated her. But we got to see the extent of that in this episode, especially with the fact that she allowed herself to, she didn't have that confidence, should I say, and she just followed Todoroki, and Todoroki didn't come to, like, he assumed leadership, and he realized that he should have consulted to Momo a bit further and all of that, and it was just heartbreaking to see. Like, you just wanted Momo to power through and to have a bit more confidence. Even Aizawa wanted that, but he couldn't intervene. I mean, there is a part of him that wanted to, considering at the end of the day, I think, despite the fact that he couldn't inspire or build that confidence whilst playing the villain and all of that, this is taken seriously, don't get me wrong. But these are lessons, as well at the end of the day. And I think, Aizawa, I don't know, I want to say he opened up a bit to Momo, considering his desires to help her, reach a bit of confidence. And it's this thing, isn't it? Like, she will, I don't think she might be able to focus if she was not given this opportunity, considering the fact that she's felt this ounce of uselessness. And at the end of the day, I think, to start her off somewhere, to make her feel a bit more confident, it's I guess lesson accomplished and all of that. It's not all, I think for these teachers, they have this, especially coming into this finals exam, they want all of the children, they have a heart, as does Aizawa, especially considering we know how tough he can be. But as we've seen in this episode, he does have a lot of heart, as well as when he did lecture Deku about using all of his power way back in episode 5 of season 1. He does open up a bit whenever characters feel at a disadvantage, like Momo did today. So I think he opened himself up a bit so Momo can take that confidence and potentially build towards it, and otherwise she's going to feel like at a disadvantage, because the UA finals festered this feeling of uselessness, this feeling of being a crutch. Is that the right word? I feel like it is the right word in term, because she is a very, very intelligent person, and she's a very her quirk is absolutely amazing. As we saw today, I was wondering what was up with the Russian dolls, and then when we found out they were flashbangs, especially against Aizawa, that was really, really incredible stuff from Momo. But like I said, overall, Momo is a fascinating character at the end of the day, and I think there needs to be some level of confidence to open up, like to eke out that overpowering worry, that overpowering uselessness that Momo was currently feeling. So I think at the end of the day, despite what's been said, and despite how it ended, I think Aizawa opened up a little in terms of being a bit of a softie as to quote Recovery Girl, considering the fact that he wants, despite the fact that this is to be taken seriously, he wants all these students to come out with a lesson to build upon, and Momo's feeling quite vulnerable, and yeah, that's basically it. He just wanted Momo to start anew, I guess, and to build up upon that confidence as she goes along in her journey to potentially being a hero. So yeah, I absolutely loved it, and especially the lecture he kind of gave to Todoroki about you should have really consulted with communication plays a big importance, and I don't think he utilized that enough. So that really inspired Todoroki to come out with his feelings that he voted for Momo, which was really awesome stuff to hear Todoroki admit to, like that he voted for her, considering her brilliance and all of that, which is really great, considering the fact that, like I said, from her insight in episode 8 of season 1, I thought that, okay, she's impressive, and I'm glad that Todoroki kind of picked that up. Even, was he there? I think, yeah, he was there, because it was all of this, it was like, well, who was the MVP? And it turned out to be Ide, because Deku and Bakugo was reckless, as well as Uraraka, so yeah, everyone was there, so Todoroki would have picked that up, and like, well, she's pretty insightful, so when it came to selecting class reps and all of that, Todoroki kept Momo in mind. So I really like that admission from Todoroki. But yeah, it was a really great episode, and like I said, I think the Todoroki Momo bit, the thing that took center stage, was really great stuff to see, considering Todoroki was more confident, I felt. Well, it was even stated, I think, that he had that confidence, whereas Momo didn't. Like, he had his mind was steered into a certain direction, and he had that leadership. He had this idea of how this should be executed. Of course, that played to a bit of disadvantage because he didn't express communication to Momo. But they were both opposite end of the spectrum, despite being two characters who are alike in terms of their vulnerability because of their over-reliance on quirks. But it was really great to see, like I said, Momo develop, and having a bit of, having that faith being delivered to her. Like I said, I think this will build upon somewhere. For Momo, from this point on, like, I feel like she's going to take this and build towards it. So hopefully she will feel a bit more confidence, considering it's the practicals are a bit more testing, and it gives you that it's a bit of a reminder of the UA Sports Festival, isn't it? Considering that was all practical as well. So yeah. But I really like the plan that they pulled off, especially the whole rug thing the last part, in order to stop Aizawa, where they disguised themselves under the rug, and the material that she created, that was kind of like a replica of his scar. So I really loved how that came to fruition. We also got to see others as well as Uraraka and Yuga teasing about the ship. I mean, I'm glad that Yuga's on board with the freaking ship, but I think the other big focus was Sue and Tokoyami, considering the fact that Ojiro and Ide had it was a bit of a quick match, wasn't it? But still very noble, very heroic thing from Ide to pull off by launching Ujuru to the escape thing, because considering I think you only need one person to reach that to be successful there. So yeah, and I think that's a bit of a development for Ide as well, considering the fact that we know what's been going through his head with the whole hero killer situation, and you're no hero and all of that. So even though Dekum did make a bit of a joke with him being stuck in the ground, I think him throwing Ojiro into to the escape thing, the escape thing. We'll just call it the escape thing. But yeah, I think that was very, very noble and very heroic. It was kind of like a sacrifice if you're going to take this seriously. So that, I think that was a bit of development, even though it was quick, and it was more like a gloss over to get to Todoroki and Momo's thing. I think what Ide did spoke volumes, considering what happened in the last arc with Hero Killer. So yeah, that's my thoughts of it. But like I said, with the whole Sue thing, I really like the comment about her being the emotional support, because that seemed to play in factor when ectoplasm, is it? I think that's the name. When the giant ectoplasm trapped Tokoyami and Sue, she offered that assurance, especially with the fact that she had a plan cooked up if they were trapped, with the whole situation that she swallowed the handcuffs and then gave them to Dark Shadow to cuff ectoplasm. So I really, really like that, as well as the fact that 30 clones of ectoplasm was like, oh boy. But then again, they said a specific requirement would allow ectoplasm to produce a couple of more times to 36, so boy. But no, I really, really loved Sue and Tokoyami's chapter in this as well, considering we were left off from there when we were wondering what would go down. So it's not like an illusion, it's literally cloned, so they would have a physical presence. So my point about, find the real one and all of that, and all of the other illusions fade, that's thrown out the window right now. But yeah, I really, really loved I really, really loved it, like this episode, especially the focus on Momo. Like I said, I really, really love the fact that we have somewhere to kind of build her confidence from now on, because I felt so bad for her when she was worried that she was she thought she wasn't doing the right thing, and she was having that moment of anxiety, I guess. And like I said, whatever the outcome came to be, as we saw in the end, like I said, I think Aizawa opened up a little, even Recovery Girl felt it, to have Momo start somewhere, because I think that because he even said that he wanted to see what Todoroki would pull off, so he played a bit of vulnerability there. But I think it's also got something to, like I said, in my eyes, I think it's got something to do with the fact that he wants to build somewhere, like, for Momo, so she can start a new block and advance from there, a block of confidence, if you will. So yeah, that's my 2 cents of it anyways, considering the fact that I think I would pull the same something similar, considering I wanted I wouldn't pull something similar, I don't know, but because he did test them, and that's great at the end of the day, but he also wanted to open up a bit to Momo at the end of the day, so she could start somewhere to build her confidence, so she wouldn't feel that bit of uselessness, I guess, and that she was doing wrong. It's all that jazz that made Momo feel, I guess, incomplete, and feel like a continuation of the US festival, when she felt like her in the finals didn't prove what she was capable of and all of that. So that's my 2 cents of it. I mean, at the end of the day, because that's the thing for us. I think we all want Momo to strive somewhere. Like, we want her confidence back, because it is heartbreaking seeing her at this disadvantage and thinking, and with her thinking that she's doing wrong when she's when she's got amazing things about her, like her insight and her quirks. So yeah, but yeah, I really enjoyed that episode so much. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also don't go dark. You can also check my videos on the right. Subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!